Alright, welcome folks, we're live here. Just waiting for that Zamboni to finish up here. We got some mic issues today, so we're going straight off the iPhone camera. So I hope everything's good. Once again, drop messages in the chat, and we can fix anything as it goes. But as we're waiting for the players to take the ice, let's go ahead and meet the team.
Charlie Mooring, number 17, center.
Gavin Simser, 21, left wing.
Logan Day, number 16, right winger.
Wes Meekins, number 9, center.
Braden Douglas, number 11, left wing.
Lucas Carrion, number 12, right wing.
Owen Scott, number 2, center.
Nicholas McAllister, number 10, left wing.
Nash Showdown, number 14, right wing.
Blake Douglas, number 15, center.
Malcolm Hughes, number 4, right wing. Matthew Nugent, number 7, right wing.
Chase Coverly, number 5, defense.
Cole Pendre, number 19, defense.
Jacob Connings, number 6, defense.
Cecilia Smith, number 18, defense.
Declan Goulabon, number 20, defense. Max Fogarty, number 8, defense.
Wilton Poitras, number 1, goaltender.
Alex McCarty, goalie, 31.
All right, so as we take a look at the lineup, there are a couple changes here. Cole Pendre has decided to leave us to go to Mexico, so he's gone. He's a scratch. Owen, still away at the birthday party. Hope he's having a good time. That big dog, Alex McCoggan, is here. He's in net, and he's going to start. So that's a good sign. So we got some healthy players, and Malcolm Hughes is here. So we got 4 lines, 3 centers. So it's going to be a good one today. We got more bodies for our last game of the day, getting ready for the medal round tomorrow. Here's the team taking the ice. We got the multi-cameras working today. Had a little issue with our mixer. We found out why it was going all screwy on us, and then of course the power source broke, so now we're going back to old school. But we've got a way that's going to work. There just may be some delays in the comments when we're talking on live stream chats, but other than that, we'll be good. Once again, we got a very special fan of the game presentation of the first intermission. This one outdoes the one from this morning. So great job to Jeff for getting these videos and pictures. We have the four cameras up here. We're going to start it out kind of, hoping you hear me okay on this part. We're going to turn the microphone. These are the views you're going to get today. Probably not too much of me in this cam. It's a lot of work. But yeah, these are the views. Hope everybody's having a good day today. It's a nice Saturday. Enjoying your day. It's cold here in Kamloops. It's sunny though. It's a trade-off. But you're at home watching some hockey, hopefully on your TV, your phone, computer, whatever you got. And yeah, have a great day. Enjoy the game, folks. Yeah, once again, folks, drop your comments in the comment section. You can be featured on the chat, or on the stream, I should say. Put a like to this video so that your friends, family, and players can find us a lot more easier. We're in Kamloops. This is Memorial Arena. Not the best boards. They're very lively. They bounce. So watch for these weird plays off the boards. It's also a smaller rink, so there should be a lot more hitting. It's a smaller neutral zone. You can see here. It's going to be just like the NHL Olympics, just playing in this rink. There's a view of the neutral zone. As you can see, there's not a lot of space. So the stretch pass is probably not going to work. It'll be easy for the D to close. So you're going to have to leave at the right time to get full speed by the red line so you can get that stretch pass between the red line and blue line. If you do the wait at the blue line, you'll get caught. So we'll see what adjustments each team's going to make to have this work. But yeah, we're ready for some Rockets hockey here. Comment from Karen Murray. Go Rockets, go. Thanks for tuning in, Karen, and leaving a comment. All right, Rockets finally done putting the pucks in and their cheer. Looks like we're starting with the Meekins, McAllister, Riddell line. They had a great game last game. They earned the start. Face off at center. Rockets win the draw. McAllister walks in. Rims it around. Foodie picks it up. Kept in by Fogarty. Puck goes to the corner. Heyman moves it to the corner. Now up to Dumont. Dumont can get it out. Fogarty takes a shot wide of the net. Foodie gets it to Dumont. Back to line. Shot by Lalonde. Saved by Needham. Puck picked up on the half boards here by Dumont. Passes it right out to Murray. Murray can get a shot off very well. Heyman at the line. Dumps it in. Pressured there by Murray. Down to Dumont. Turnover Day. Up the boards. Foodie keeps it in to Murray. They throw up the middle right to McAllister. McAllister just dumps it in, goes for a change. King goes back for it. Taken away from him. King. Mooring steals. Picked up by Lowndes. And it goes out of play with the short glass here. Hit that little mesh. So face-off will be inside the zone to the right of Needham. Day on the draw. Brings it back to Konings. Konings takes a shot. Saved by Needham. Konings feels hot after that goal last game. Tries to go forward. It's tied up in the feet. Puck squirts to the middle. Goes up to Powell. Powell couldn't get around Coverly. Konings goes back for it. Tries to clear. Deflected. Sinister. Goes cross ice to Mooring. Mooring crosses the line. Takes a shot and gloved by Needham. So face-off will be to his left inside the Quesnel zone. Monique says, go Rockets go. She doesn't know how to do messages on here. Well, Karen, it's time for you to give her a call and show her how to do it. Face off deep in the zone. Terrian. The red hot Lucas Terrian. Dumps it down in the corner. Lowndes in a battle goes right to Heyman. Heyman up the boards to Powell. Powell just dumps it in. The big dog makes a save. First one against McCoggin. Nugent on the draw. Jams it. Douglas. Gets it over to Terrian. Terrian off the boards. Nugent lays out his player. That was Heyman. He got dropped. Delayed offside. Puck picked up by Johnson. Johnson goes over to Devine. Devine to Grabowski, I don't know, something like that. Fogarty tries to go to the middle. Block. Makes a dangle, got knocked down. Puck is dumped in. Smith picks it up. Banks off the boards, weird bounce. Goes to Fogarty. Fogarty off the boards, past everybody. Just past Needham had to play it, so no icing. King takes the puck to the corner. Puck comes all the way out. Right to 8 Gilks. She dumps it in. Picked up by Konings. Konings gets to Meekins. Gilks clears it. Lalonde tried to make a play. Picked up by King. King walks in, takes a shot high over the net. Lalonde tries to clear it. He can't. Foodie keeps it in. Konings. His pass intercepted by Dumont. Two Thunder players there, Murray and somebody else. Puck goes to the line. Rodina was hit. Picked up by Dumont. Dumont throws it up front. Couldn't make a play. Hughes takes a bump. Shot from the point, blocked. Meekins, weird bounce off the backboards. Comes right out to the side of the net. Shot by a Quesnel player. Hits the post. King keeps it in. Hits McCoggin on a weird bounce into the net. 1-0 Quesnel. Weird play. The big dog won't be happy about that one. Weird Good bounce, and it's from that started with that bad play off the backboards where it just popped right out front. Rockets couldn't recover. Face off at center. Puck pumped into the Rocket zone, picked up by Fogarty. Fogarty rims it around, all the way up to McAllister. McAllister goes forward. Powell dumps it out. Day is there. Gets it over to Coverly. Picked off by Lowndes. Fogarty avoids a check. Back out to the neutral zone. Fogarty tries to get it in, goes right to McAllister. McAllister takes a bump. But cleared out. Coverly bumps his player. Rogina looks to clear. And does. Day is back. Day looking for Riddell. Rogina clears it out. Played offside by the Rockets. Riddell knocks it off Rogina's stick. Day and Riddell. Day just misplayed it. Puck's in the corner. Cleared to the line. Konings keeps it in. Touched by Kelowna. And Day is going to the box for a head contact penalty. So just like that, Rockets down a player, going to a Folks Audio penalty kill. If you have an event coming up, need some sound equipment, lighting, staging, talk to Dan Fogarty, Folks Audio. He's your guy. Got some comments here. I don't know what they say. Dan shows them where to put them on the screen. Lowndes keeps it in. Buck deflects out to Sinister. Mooring. Dumont picks it up. Dumont tries to throw it out front there for Lowndes, but totally missed. Heyman goes back. Heyman leaves it for Lowndes. Lowndes pressured by Mooring. Mooring steals, but Powell's there to help out. Powell over to Murray. Murray goes wide. Has the button hook in the corner. Throws it back to the point to Heyman. Heyman takes the shot. Hits his player out front. Lowndes to the corner. Milan hits his player, and down the the puck goes. Rockets go for a change. Needham leaves it for Heyman. Heyman makes a move, goes around McAllister. Heyman still has it. Sitting in his feet. Shot deflects wide. Smith picks it up, chops it. Dumont. Puck goes out front. That's Powell. Powell has it stolen, and Carrion just gets the puck and fires it right down the ice. Needham's forced to play it. Picked up by Rogina. Picked up by Grabowski. I believe that was Gasov that got laid out. That was Pusick. Puck in the corner, Grabowski. Has knocked off his stick by McAllister. Grabowski. Penalty's now over, but Rockets back to full strength. Konings has it. Konings going for a skate. Konings gets laid out by Rogina. Not clear to the line. Gas off. Oh, no, that's Devine. Day steals. Takes a shot. Deflected away. Puck's in the corner. Foodie. Has it turned over right to Meekins. But King skates on it. King loses the puck, picked up by Fogarty. Fogarty pushes it away. Right to Douglas. Douglas turns it over. Dumont walks out, takes a shot. Saved by McCoggan. Puck behind the net. Fogarty's there. Tries to chip it by Devine. Dumont to Devine. Dumont again. Puck cleared to the line. Puck's thrown to Murray. Murray can't handle it. Fogarty gets there. Looks to clear. Puck kept in by Johnson. Murray, cross ice. It's taken away by Day and cleared out. Johnson goes back for it. Goes far side to Rogina. Rogina takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Fogarty chips it right to Hoodless. Hoodless looking for Nugent. Nugent's got some speed. He's got a breakaway. Nugent shoots. Oh, nice save by Needham. I think Nugent fanned in that one. Puck kind of bounced on him. Shots 5-5. 10:35 to go. First period. Puck picked up by Lowndes. Puck cleared the middle. Far side to Powell. Over to Lowndes. Lowndes shot. Saved by McCoggan. Konings pokes it wide. Puck intercepted. That was by Pusick. Pusick throws it over to Lowndes. Lowndes gets bumped. Lalonde gets it to Hoodless. Hoodless just knocks it away. King picks it up. King takes a shot. It goes high over the net. Lalonde goes back for it. Pressure by Powell. Lalonde still has it. Gets it right to Nugent. He gets to Hoodless. Hoodless pokes it in. Hoodless bumps his player. Goes right to Johnson. Johnson behind her net. Up to Powell. Knocked down by Fogarty. Fogarty takes a look. Goes right to Smith. Smith to Simister. Simister goes around Johnson. Simister, just couldn't get a good shot off. Simister one more time. Back to Fogarty. Down low to Mooring. Mooring fans on the pass. Heyman's there. Heyman bank passes it. Fogarty keeps it into the line. Word of Simister to Mooring to Simister. Simister shot. Bad save by Needham. Day in the corner. Pressured by Johnson. Up to Regina. Smith keeps it in. Mooring takes a shot. Blocked. Fogarty keeps it in. Fogarty, backhand. It's deflected away. Right to, I don't know, but it was intercepted. Simister to Fogarty. Fogarty back to Simister. Battle down low. Stolen by Fogarty. Over to Johnson. Johnson gets it to Bosky. Devine. Over to Rogina. Or to Johnson, I should say. Fogarty. With some speed. Max Fogarty. Takes a shot. It's deflected. Mooring hits the post. Johnson just gets it. Fires it down the ice. That could be icing. No icing. Smith. Up to Mooring. Mooring chips it. Can't get it out. Puck gets dumped deep. Fogarty goes for it. He rims it around. McAllister picks it up to the middle, right to Mooring. Mooring just fires it in, goes for a change. Takes a weird bounce right beside the net. Picked up by Rogina. Puck goes cross ice. Intercepted by Konings. Konings behind the net. Off the boards. Intercepted by Foodie. Puck thrown out front. McAllister looks to clear right to King's skates. King just dumps it in. McCoggan plays the puck. Coverly has some time on the delayed offside. Coverly to McAllister. McAllister couldn't bank it cleanly. Battle in front of the net. Meekins, far side, Coverly. Coverly looking for Riddell, and he missed, and down the ice it goes for icing. So we'll go all the way back to the Rocket Zone with 7:05 to go in the first period. Shot 7 for Kelowna, 6 for Quesnel. Heyman dumps it in. Puck thrown out front, intercepted by Douglas, goes right to Terrian. Terrian walks in, goes around Heyman. Terrian, shot, saved by Needham, rebound, just couldn't get buried by the Rockets. Fogarty looks to keep it in. Picked up by Lowndes. Nugent. It's bumped. Johnson keeps it in. Powell. Bumped by Fogarty. Powell still has it. Over to Pusick. Down to Powell. Powell to Lowndes. Back to Powell. Shot outside of the net. Nice give and go. Rockets got to be aware of that. Douglas couldn't clear. Puck goes right to Fogarty. Fogarty picks up the puck, goes for a skate. Tries to dump it in. Couldn't. Heyman has the puck intercepted by Hoodless, but taken away by Grabowski. Devine has it taken away by Fogarty. He just dumps it down. Heyman goes back for it. Heyman. Gets it to Grabowski. Turned over. Hughes fans on a shot. Heyman looks to clear and does. Got a puck race, foot race. Konings gets there first. Heats out the line. Gilks is up on the play. She moves it. Day clears. Looking for Hoodless. Hoodless just chops it in. Needham plays it. He covers up. Whistle goes. So 5:08 to go, first period. 1-0 Quesnel. Takes a shot, gets deflected to the corner. That's Murray, has the puck. Gets bumped by Lalonde. Murray again, still has it. Throws it out front right to Dumont. Puck to line. Shot by Rogina. Puck gets sent into the Rocket zone deep. Rims around the half boards. Picked up by Dumont. Dumont gets dumped by Sinister. Sinister picks up the puck. Goes for a skate. Goes to Mooring. Mooring fires a shot deflected behind the net by Needham. Murray has it. Ships it to the corner. Nugent bumps his player. Puck thrown right out to Flutie. Flutie can handle it cleanly. Smith to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for McAllister. Flutie to the middle. Murray gets bumped. Head contact. That was clean shoulder to shoulder, but I guess we'll go with what the ref says. It's a 2-minute penalty for head contact. Hopefully not 2, not 4. So with that, we're going to another Folks Audio penalty kill, folks. You got an event coming up. Need some sound equipment, lighting, or staging. Go see Dan Fogarty, Folks Audio. Eugene out there with Koning, Spriddell, and Coverley. Back to the line. Rogina takes a shot, deflected. Back to the line to King. King down low. Looking for Pusick. Coverley's knocked to the ground. Eugene's there, chips to the line. Rogina looks to keep it in. She does, takes a shot. McCoggan with the save. Pusick looking for King. King couldn't handle it, so it's out in the neutral zone. Pressured by Riddell. Konings gets it, fires it all the way down. Stopped by Needham. Rogina up the boards, right to Pusick. Pusick back to Regina. Far side to Flutie. Flutie goes wide. Throws it to the front. Intercepted by Konings, and he just fires it down. 1:09 left to go in the penalty. Needham plays it. Right to Rogina. Day is there, knocks it off her stick, gets it deep. Day lost it to Regina. Regina right up to Dumont. Dumont goes across ice. Shot, saved by McCoggan. Dumont in the corner. Throws it out front. Puck is cleared by Fogarty. And down the ice it goes. 33 seconds left in the penalty. Terrian with pressure on Heyman. Heyman up to Dumont. Dumont over to Lowndes. Lowndes squeezes it for Heyman. Heyman shoots wide. Dumont back to Murray. Murray can't get around Day cleanly. Day is there. Looks to clear. Can't. Murray. Day. Penalty's over. Puck's out. McAllister skates onto it out of the box. Picked up by Lowndes. Lowndes to Dumont. Riddell tries to do it deep. He can't. Can't see where the puck is. It's in a group of players. Fogarty gloves it. Touched by Lalonde. King gets it, skates high over the glass, over the net, and McCoggan just covers up. Didn't like what he's seen. 1:16 left in the period. Shots 10 for Quesnel, 8 for Kelowna. Traboski on the drop. Up against Meekins. Meekins wins it. Konings picks it up. Up to Riddell. Riddell over to Smith. Smith to Douglas. Douglas to Smith. Over to Meekins. Puck goes in deep. Douglas in the corner. Over to Riddell. Riddell just dumps it back in. King gets there. King takes a look. Throws it up the middle. Puck is cleared out. Picked up by Douglas. Douglas to Riddell. Riddell cuts in. Can't get a shot off. King takes it. Just past Connings. Smith. Backhand pass up to Hoodless. Hoodless goes wide. Takes a check from Johnson. Looks out front. Scores! Nash Riddell. 1-1 with 15 seconds left in the period. Just what the Rockets needed. Making some momentum into the second. Nice little goal there by Riddell. Riddell wanted to get the fans excited for the game. Riddell wanted to get the fans excited for fan of the game, which is coming up. Shot saved by McCoggan. Weird bounce. Puck back to the line. 6 seconds left. Shot deflected. Fogarty's there. And he just fires it down as the buzzer goes. And that concludes the first period. So, folks, we will start with our fan of the week, which is Mitch Carlson watching from New Zealand. And then we'll transition into our fan of the game. So, since I don't have a microphone right by me, we'll just have to do it like this. And a game. Sam Meekins cheering her Rockets on. Nice cheering loudly. Jeff caught her at the rink. She's having a great time. Sam Meekins, fan of the game. We'll let it play for a bit because it's quite the video. Yes, you are, Jeff. Yes, you are. You need to send me tomorrow's. I need 2. Base on the center. Rockets win the draw. Puck is dumped in by Coverly. Sinister. Back to Fogarty. Shot right into the glove of Needham. So face-off will be to the right of Needham. Puck cleared to the far side. Powell looks to clear. He can't. Puck's kept in. Puck is dumped out and down the ice. Fogarty skates back for it. No icing. Fogarty, weird bounce right to Powell. Powell couldn't handle it, so it goes to the corner. Fogarty bumps him. Turnover. Fogarty gets it to Sinister. Sinister cross ice to Mooring. Mooring goes wide. Mooring couldn't get it to the front. Does now, but nobody's there. Johnson turns it over. Sinister shot. Rebound. Day couldn't quite handle it. Day takes a bump. Got cleared out. Mooring stands up his man. Cusick. But Powell takes it. Sinister hooks him. Looks like Sinister's going to the box for hooking. So with that, we're going back to a Fogues audio penalty kill. We got Ben coming up. Need some sound equipment, lighting, staging. Talk to Dan Fogarty, Fogues audio. On the draw. Back to the point. Over to Murray. Murray. Cross ice, puck's deflected. Meekins fires it down. Heyman looks to pick it up. Right to Murray. Murray throws it to the middle. Meekins is there. Puck's picked up. Thrown out front. Shot by Murray. Saved by McCoggan. Meekins gets it, and down the ice it goes. Needham plays it. Leaves it for Heyman. Heyman leaves it for Murray. Murray to Powell. Powell cuts to the middle, shot, scores. Somehow that one fooled McCoggan, being 5-hole. 2-1 Quesnel on the power play. Rockets got to stay out of the box. So just like that, Rockets trail again. Douglas gets it, dumps it in. King picks it up. Fogarty takes a shot, saved by Needham. King again, takes it. Looks cross ice, hits Terrian's skate. Puck is dumped in. Rogina gets it, center, dumps it in. Right to Smith. Smith over to Fogarty. Fogarty rims it around. Terrian. He gets hit. Well, looks like there's going to be a boarding penalty. So Grabowski, or Grabowski, I don't even know how to say Grabowski, that's what we're going to call him, Grabowski. It's probably right. He's in the box for boarding. So Rockets with the power play, BC Sportswear power play. Beats corporate wear, team wear, hat hoodies, 2 casino stickers, 2 Cal Douglas. Once again, we have the hat trick promotion. The player does get a hat trick in any game in this tournament. You need to go to BC Sportswear on Monday, find Kyle, tell him who scored the hat trick and in which game, and you'll get one of those limited edition Rockets hats. There's only 5 available, folks, so if we get a hat trick, you better go get one. Only 5 of you will get it. They're nice hats. I've seen them. Sinister behind the net. Back to Konings. Konings to Jay. Jay can't handle it. Konings is there. Gilks gets it out. Murray couldn't get there. Coverly just swats at it. Mooring to Konings. Konings looking for Coverly. Coverly. He's pressured by Murray. Konings over to Mooring. Mooring tried to get it to Sinister. Konings gets it in. He goes wide. Konings pressured by Heyman. Puck cleared to Murray. Murray can't clear, but it goes to Heyman, and Heyman just fires it down. Fogarty. Pressured. Fogarty still has it. Gets to Mooring. Mooring dances around his player. Mooring couldn't handle it. Goes to the corner. Sinister leaves it for Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot, hits the outside of the net. Sinister gets it to Mooring. Sinister again. To Lalonde. Shot off the crossbar. Sinister bounces to Mooring's stick. Mooring couldn't bang it in. Mooring back to the line. Fogarty down to Dave. Dave takes a shot. Glove save by Needham. 4 seconds left in the penalty. Great pressure by the unit. Needham was there, saved the day. Burdell. Back to the line, Fogarty. Puck is cleared out. Lalonde dumps it in. Delayed offside, puck goes all the way around. McAllister takes a hit. Poked ahead by Foodie. Foodie has Grabowski with him. Foodie takes a shot. Saved by McCoggan. Bounced out front. Konings looks to clear. Touched by Gilks. Should have been a penalty. Refs were sleeping. Rogina dumps it in. Fogarty can't get it past the half boards. Grabowski takes a shot high and wide. Rogina keeps it into the line. Burdell chips it. Lalonde back to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for McAllister, and he missed, and down the ice it goes, and that is icing. So face-off's going to go all the way back into the Rocket zone. All right, shots are 14-14, 14 minutes to go. Nugent almost put in his own net. Good save by the big dog. So we'll start that over again. Score is 2-1, 13:50 to go. Smith. Can't handle it cleanly. Johnson dumps it deep. Behind the net, puck's thrown out front. It goes right to Hoodless, who goes cross ice for Hughes. Hughes chips it. Puck goes in. Smith jumps down. Murray's there, Dumont's there. Puck cleared out. Smith. Bundick still has the puck. Couldn't get it in deep. Dumont avoids a couple of hits. Still has the puck. Dumont looks out front. Goes right to Murray. Murray. Pressured by Nugent. Shakes him off. Tries to cut to the net. Smith is there. Van Hoodless gets it. He just fires it down. He needs a change. And that's icing. So 12:45 to go. Face off back in the Rocket zone. Face off to the left of McCoggin. Left the line. Shot deflected wide. Powell. Grasped by Coverly. Day gets it to Douglas. Douglas leaves it for Day. Day tries to get it back to Douglas. It gets it to him. He goes back to Fogarty. Takes a shot. Saved by Needham. 12:16 to go here. Second period. Shots 15-15. Puck pushed forward by Quesnel. Right to Powell. Powell throws it to the middle. It's deflected away by Koenig. Puck's just left there. Quesnel skates onto it. That's Lowndes. Back to Murray. Shot by Heyman. Saved by McCoggin. Face off to his right. Puck push forward. They tried the Gouze play and they score. And Rockets were napping. You can't be napping on that. 3-1 Quesnel here, 11:54 to go. Puck push forward by the Rockets. Riddell. Down to McAllister. McAllister drops it low. Picked up by Heyman. Up to Elks or Gilks. Turned over to Riddell. He's hooked up and tripped. No penalty. Puck is dumped over to McAllister. Gilks can't handle it. Puck gets pushed back in. Heyman. It's bumped by McAllister to the line. Fogarty keeps it in. Throws the far side. Johnson moves it up. Goes right to Cusick. Over to Devine and then stolen. Fogarty. McAllister back to Fogarty. Shot saved by Needham. Puck out front. Picked up by Murray. Murray has Foodie with him. Murray to Foodie. Puck pushed forward by Nugent. Intercepted by King. King takes a shot outside of the net. Back to Rogina at the line. Glove saved by McCoggin. Cleared by Fogarty. Puck thrown out front. Cleared by Smith. Rogina takes a shot blocked. Over to McAllister. McAllister chips it out to the neutral zone. Picked up by King. King goes wide. Over to Murray. Murray. Over to Foodie. Foodie shoots wide. Dumont. Back to King. King takes a shot. Saved by McCoggin. Puck kicked out. Right to the stick of Foodie. He can bury it. Murray. Box out, Murray, shot, saved by McCoggan, rebound. Dumont tried to get it out front, does. Covered up by McCoggan. Rockets getting a penalty here for clearing the net. That's what happens when you poke at the big dog, you pay the price. Looks like he is the only one going away with it. Maybe Murray's gonna get a penalty too. We'll find out. So with that, we'll be going to an ice clean. Ref explaining the penalty to the captain. Ref's chatting about the penalty. All right, and that concludes the period, folks. So we're just going to go to the ice clean can, and we'll be back shortly. right, we're back. The refs are coming on the ice. We got our sponsors on the page here. Rockets coming on the ice. So it looks like it might be offsetting penalties here to Murray and Day. Face off to the left of the Coggin. Tony around. Poked away. Riddell takes a bump. Puck gets dumped in. Puck thrown out front. Shot. Saved. Goes to Lowndes. Lowndes out to Powell. Powell shoots it wide. Puck poked by the Rockets, touched by Lowndes, and Quesnel is going to the penalty box for holding. So just like that, looks like Pusick going to the box. 2 minutes for holding. Rockets going back to a BC Sportswear power play. Once again, the promotion this week. If any player gets a hat trick, you get a hat. If you go in and tell us who got the goal for the hat trick. BC Sportswear, proud sponsor of the team. If you need some corporate wear, team wear, hats, hoodies, toques, does stickers too. Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Puck the line, Smith. Couldn't get it deep. Cleared out by Grabowski. Fogarty. He gets pressure. Gets it to Smith. Smith. Tried to get Riddell, but just misplayed that pass. Puck is cleared out. Smith to Riddell. Riddell back to Fogarty. Fogarty to Smith. Smith over to Meekins. Meekins. Back to Fogarty. Shot. Save. Needham. Puck's in the corner. Riddell. And Meekins. Rogina tries to clear. Puck to the line, Smith keeps it in. Rogina gets it, fires it, and down the ice it goes. Fogarty goes back for it. Pressured, stolen. Dumont. Nothing happened. Fogarty with some speed. Puck's in the corner. Fogarty looks out front, nobody there. Puck cleared, and down the ice it goes. Coggin gets it to Lalonde. Lalonde goes wide. Puck cleared out. All the way back to Coverley. Coverley tripped up. Over to Lalonde. Lalonde looking for Douglas. Missed him. Puck was cleared down by Heyman. Saved by McCoggin. 14 seconds left in the penalty. Coverley to Lalonde. Lalonde gets it up to Douglas. Douglas, line back pass, intercepted by Lowndes. Down the ice it goes. Coverley behind his net. All the way up, tipped by Mooring. Into the zone. Simister gives chase. But covered up by Needham on the side of the net off of that weird bounce. So face off to the right of Needham. Crazy Kim Fogarty with a comment. Come on, Rockets, let's go. Meekins. Puck is cleared. Mooring has a shot. Deflected to the corner. Sinister. Couldn't get it. Puck cleared. Out to Smith. Smith to Konings. Sinister dumps it in. Picked up by Rogina. Over to Fruity. Fruity gets it in deep. Behind the net. Konings to Sinister. He kicks it to Meekins. Meekins to Mooring. Mooring is around Rogina. King clears. Breakaway for Grabowski. Shoots, save, rebound, scores. 4-1. You can't give a guy two opportunities on a breakaway, and that's what happened. Coggin made the first save. Rockets didn't recover in time, and he buried in his own rebound. That'll happen every time. Bad change by the Rockets. They had to clean that up. The good news is there's still 26 minutes and 21 seconds left of game time. Plenty can happen. We've seen it happen in the past. Don't turn the channel. Tyler Murray turns it over. Fogarty off the boards. Murray again. He button hooks. Murray gets it in deep. Lalonde goes back. Gets it to Hoodless. Hoodless to Nugent. Nugent with some speed. Nugent looks to split the D. Throws it back to the point. 40 shoots, blocked. Kicked. Puck goes deep. Hughes throws it out front. Nobody's there. Fogarty steps in. Backhands it towards the net. Goes wide. Picked up by Murray. Murray throws it. Fogarty intercepts, keeps it in, dumps it deep. Weird bounce off the boards right to the goalie. So McAllister going to the box for slashing. Playing the puck after the whistle. Fraction of a second. Face off, back in the Rocket zone to the left of McCoggin. It's a Fogues audio penalty kill. We got an event coming up, need some staging, lighting, sound equipment, and Fogarty, Fogues audio. At the line. Shot by King, saved by McCoggin. Lowndes down to Powell, back to Lowndes. Lowndes back to King. King takes a shot, saved. Rebound, Lowndes throws it. Far side of the net. Murray. Shot, saved by McCoggin. Murray again. Riding the seam. Walks out, takes a shot, goes wide. At the line, and it comes out. Quesnel pressures King. Puck down in the corner. King. Pressured by Day. Murray picks it up. Poked off his stick by Riddell. Riddell takes a shot. Saved by Needham. 55 seconds left to go in the penalty. 4:17 left in the period. I see Owen's leaving some messages there. We miss you, Owen. Regina. Douglas goes back. Pressures Regina. Regina has it. Makes a play. Gets it to Foodie. Go on. He just clears it down. 26 seconds left in the penalty. Needham plays it. off the boards. Puck comes out. Right to Busick. He gets knocked off the puck by Lalonde. Lalonde gets it, tries to clear right to Rogina. She takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Quesnel touches the puck, so it looks like it's going to be an interference call on Quesnel. Lowndes going to the box again. Or Busick back to the box. That means face-off will be back in the Quesnel zone. So 4-on-4 action for 3 seconds. And we get a shortened BC Sports Sport power play. Rockets win the draw. Mooring. Gets it to Day. Goes low. Day to Mooring. Day still has it. Day looking for Sinister. Deflected away. Fogarty stepped in, but puck was cleared. Alon goes back for it. To Fogarty. Fogarty has the shift stick shot. Puck is cleared. McCoggan leaves it for Lalonde. Lalonde stops. Takes a look, gets it to Day. Day over to Mooring. Mooring. And offside. Played offside, but it is offside. Face off in the neutral zone. Murray has it for Quesnel. Goes back to Johnson. Oh, Regina actually. She fires it down. Coverly picks up. Smith picks up the puck now. Minute to go in the power play. Smith with some speed. Enters the zone, has the puck. Keeps going. Smith's feeling it. Behind the net. Into the corner. Takes a bump from Regina. Smith gets up, takes the puck. Back to Hoodless. Hoodless spins, takes a shot, deflected wide. Right to Dumont. Dumont gets it, and down the ice it goes. Rockets go back, 33 seconds left. Carberly chips it over to Hoodless. Hoodless, pressure by Murray. Murray steals. Murray walks out. Jams in the puck and scores. Murray wanted more than us. And it's a 5-1 game. Shorthanded goal by Quesnel. The Rockets got some work to do. If they can somehow manage a tie in this game, they will finish first. If they get a win in this game, they'll finish first. A loss will put them in second place. Alon gets it in deep. Rogina turns it over. Riddell takes a shot. Saved by Needham. McAllister. Back now into Meekins. Meekins. Dances. Try to get to McAllister. Johnson's there. McAllister takes it away from Johnson. McAllister takes a shot right in the breadbasket of Needham. Easy save. 1:16 to go. 5-1 Quesnel. Face off to the left of Needham. Day, Terrian, Douglas, Lalonde, and Koning's on the ice. Busick tries to clear, goes right to Lalonde. Lalonde scoops it to the far side. Devine turns it over. Douglas is there. Devine down to Rogina. Rogina. Puck's kept in by Konings right to Needham. He covers up. Quick whistle. Face off to the right of Needham. Day back to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot just wide. Smith keeps it in. Rogina gets it up. Foodie gets eliminated. Grabowski takes a shot, flex wide. Grabowski gets bumped. Day gets it up to Douglas, over to Terrian. Smith dumps it in, delayed offside. Day touches it, and he's offside. So face-off will be in the neutral zone. Konings dumps it in. King. King. It's round Mooring. Sinister knocks off his stick, but the buzzer goes. And that concludes the second period. Not a good second period for the Rockets. But with that means we get to check out our fan of the game one last time here. Fan of the game, Sam Meekins, all pumped up wearing a Rockets jersey, cheering these boys on and girls to victory. She believes that the Rockets will come back. They just got to wake up, get their head out of their ass, get the foot out of their ass, get the lead out of their ass, and start skating harder and faster and wanting the puck more than the other team. And that will lead to success. But if that doesn't happen, that aren't going to do it. So, fan of the game, Sam Meekins, cheering on our team. We got fan of the week watching from New Zealand, Mitch Carlson. So congratulations, Mitch, on fan of the week. Keep tuning in, folks, and you too could be fan of the week or fan of the game.
My dad's gonna step it up here. We got
There we go, face-off won by Kelowna. Coverly. Up the boards, he misses, goes down the ice, and icing. So face-off's going to go back into the Rocket zone. Will be to the right of McCoggan. Day gets it over to Coverly, to Mooring. 2-on-1, Mooring has Sinister with him. Couldn't get the pass across. Coverly keeps it in to Day. Puck is cleared out. Konings to Sinister. Sinister makes a move, has it. Over to Mooring. Shot, deflected. Behind the net, Sinister throws it out front. It's a player, back to the line, Fogarty. Down to Mooring. Mooring to Day. Day, shot, save. I need him. King just gets the puck, relieves pressure, and fires it down on McCoggan, so no icing. Fogarty. It's Mooring on the stretch, he just deflects it in. Liblis gives chase. Liblis bumps Rogina. And covered up by Needham, so face-off will be to his left. 18:53 to go, third period. Rockets down by 4. Puck in the corner. Rogina. Back to the line. The line takes a shot. Glove down by Needham. So face-off will be at the same spot. Nugent. Up goes to Regina. Looks to clear. Powell gets it out. Alon dumps it in. Puck goes deep. Regina picks it up. Takes a look. Throws it up to Powell. Puck's intercepted. Hughes. Back to Alon. Takes a shot. Wide of the net. Fogarty. Into the corner. Looks out front. Back to the line. Just deflected past Alon. Puck's going down the ice here. And Rockets touch the puck, and Rockets are going back to the box. Hoodless for head contact. Just like that, we're going back to a Fogues Audio penalty kill. So if you got an event coming up, need some sound equipment, lighting, staging, contact Fogues Audio. Puck down low, Koning. Looks to clear. Smith chops it, down the ice it goes. Needham plays it. Needham up the boards. Koning's is there, fires it down. Riddell pressures King. Murray can't get past Konings. Puck is cleared down the ice. Needham. Puck turned over. Eakins is there, just dumps it down. Lowndes back to King. King dumps it in. Smith loses it, goes back to Lowndes. Lowndes over to King, but deflected by Meekins, but King still has it. It goes deep. Dumont over to Lowndes, back down low. Smith is there now. Picked up by Powell. Powell throws up front, shot, saved by McCoggan. Lowndes had a great opportunity. Puck cleared. Smith chops at it, can't get it out. King's there. Terrian tried. Smith again hits King's leg, goes right to Meekins, and he fires it down. 25 seconds to go in the penalty. Needham leaves it. Murray. Murray goes wide. Can't get around Fogarty. Murray throws it out front. Puck is chopped. Saved. Scores. Regina hits something. Deflected in. 6-1 Quesnel. This is turning into a shellacking. And not the good way. Somebody's got 8 to lose in the Rockets. It's got to start now. They're running out of time. I'm almost getting ready to declare this one. You don't like to declare it early unless you're winning. Sinister tried to poke it around. Went to Regina. She just dumps it down the ice. That's going to be icing. And it is. So face off will go back into the Rocket zone. Left to Needham. A lot of the shots today by the Rockets have been right in the gut to Needham. It's pretty easy to save them when it hits your gut. Face-off violation. Quesnel gets kicked out. Grabowski loses the draw, goes over to Coverly, shoots towards the net, puck saved by Needham. Lowndes can't get around Fogarty, puck goes behind the net, Coverly shoots it around right to Morin. Morin tries to chip it out, can't. Puck goes in deep. Fogarty up to Morin. Morin cross ice to Day. Day to Mooring. Puck is cleared out. Shot in by Lalonde. Puck turned over right to Day. Day takes a shot, saved by Needham. Right into the glove. He's got a really good glove. So if it was me, I'd try shooting somewhere else. But right height, it was just above the pad, but his glove was there. Face off to the left of Needham. Nugent, Hughes, and Hoodless. King over to Dumont. Dumont to Murray. Hoodless knocks it out to center. Puck is dumped in. Saved by McCoggan. Lalonde clears it out. Puck is shot in over the glass by King. Or over the net, I should say. Lalonde goes for a skate, trying to clear the team. There's a shot on net. Needham covers up. Whistle goes. So face off in the Quesnel zone. Shots 34-25 for Quesnel. Meekins looking to go forward, it looks like. Nope, he pulls it back. Right to Smith. To Meekins. Smith again. Dumps it low right to McAllister. Out front to Meekins. Oh, he just fans on it and falls. Friedel goes after it. Powell has it. Friedel steals. Puck spurts back to Smith. Shot. Saved by Needham. Puck cleared out of the line. Fogarty just fires it back in. Rockets tag up. King protecting the puck, going wide. Puck is cleared in. Fogarty turns it over. King fires it on net. The big dog makes a save. Fogarty picks it up. Looks for McAllister. McAllister walks in. Stolen by Regina. Got some puck luck to hit the referee when right to Gilks. Coverly, bank pass. McAllister steps around his player. Friedel to McAllister. Puck back line. Konings fires it. It gets deflected wide. Regina up to Gilks. Gilks deflects it out. Douglas goes after it. Bang pass to Konings. Konings to Coverly. Coverly chips out to the neutral zone. Puck dumped back in by Rogina. Konings. Over to Coverly. Looking for Day, but that was head high, so that's going to go for icing. So face-off will be back into the Rocket zone. Face off to the right of McCoggan. Nugent. Puck is cleared. And dumped in. Sinister. Puck dumped in, shot on by Lowndes. Dumont throws it out front. Lowndes takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Puck is cleared. Sinister's there. So is Dumont. Sinister bumps him. Puck thrown out front. Morin touches the puck, and we're going to get a penalty here. Sinister going to the box. Another hooking call for Sinister. So we're going back to Fogues Audio penalty kill. You got an event coming up, needs some sound improvement, staging, lighting. Talk to Dan Fogarty, Fogues Audio. Puck kept in. Johnson takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Hoodless looks to clear. He couldn't. Kept in by Regina. Tipped. Goes wide. Back to the line. Shot by Regina. Blocked. Thrown out front. Another shot there by Grabowski. He missed. Grabowski back to the point. Regina takes a shot. Saved by McCoggan. And covered up. So face-off will be to the right of McCoggan. Get some heat. Excellent. Thank you. It's cold on this side. Yeah. Puck to the line. Kept in by King. King dumps it low. Powell. Over to Lowndes. Lowndes throws seam pass. Looking for Murray. Fogarty looks to clear. And down it goes. King with the puck. Comes in, takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Throws it out front. Coverly clears, and down the ice it goes. 44 seconds left, the penalty to Simister. King picks it up. Fires it down. On the stretch, but the Rockets were ready. Fogarty behind his net, walks out, and fires it down the ice, so Quesnel's got a reset. Picked off by McAllister. McAllister, killing time, takes a point by Murray. Dumont. Loses the puck to Konings. Puck shot into the zone. Simister clears. Puck comes out. Down low. McCoggan makes a play. Leaves it for Galon. Galon. Over to McAllister. McAllister, just missed Meekins on the cross-ice pass. Galon's down low, throws it up front. McAllister's there. Takes a shot, deflected. Puck goes wide. Clear to the line, kept in by Smith. Smith gets it down to Meekins. Battle along the boards, right to Grabowski. Turnover McAllister. Towards the net. Rogina. Turns it over. Riddell couldn't get a clean pass over to McAllister. Smith keeps it in. Down to Meekins. Puck's in the corner. Riddell. Whistle goes. Ref asked the player to move it. They didn't. So face-off is going to be to the right of Needham. Riddell getting a chat by the ref. A little cross check at the end of the play. Fogarty with a shot, hits Nugent. Nugent throws it towards the net, hits the outside of the net. Terrian goes back to the corner. King gets the puck to the middle. Picked up there by Powell. Powell loses it to Fogarty. Fogarty goes around. Dumont loses the puck. Puck goes down low, poked away by Douglas. Smith to Douglas. Douglas tries to go around King. Terrian, shot scores! Lucas Terrian on a rebound. 6-2. 8:34 to go. Lucky Lucas Terrian. Four goals are needed with 8:34 to go. We'll see if that goal sparks the Rockets. puck goes back to the Rocket zone. Konings goes for it. Up the boards to Hoodless. Hoodless looking for Gay. Ends up on Hughes' stick, who is back to Coverley. Coverley to Konings. Konings up to Hoodless. King tries to clear, hits Coverley. Coverley throws it to the middle. Puck sitting there. Hughes swats at it. Murray clears it down the ice. Hoodless tried to hit it, so no icing. Murray bumps Hoodless. Murray to the point to Johnson. Whistle goes, and we're getting a penalty again. Hughes. For charging. So just like that, we're back to another Forbes audio penalty kill. Don't know how many it is, but I've said it a lot of times. You got an event this weekend, or not this weekend, but next weekend. Need some sound equipment, lighting, staging. You need a band. Talk to Dan Fogarty. Forbes audio. Puck sitting there. Picked up by Powell. He gets hit by Fogarty. Dumont behind the net, throws up front to Lowndes, wide open and scores. Lalonde dumps him after the whistle. They're going to get another penalty here. So one penalty ends, another one starts. (7-2). Goes forward. Picked up by Lowndes. Lowndes to the middle. Intercepted by Smith. Tanner Murray gets it back to Lowndes at the blue line. Over to Rogina. Shot deflected. Save. Dumont. Back down low to Powell. Powell. Pressure by Smith. Smith's going to get a penalty for hooking now. Or head contact. I don't know how you call head contact. That's totally hooking. One-sided officiating, but that's Kamloops worse. Coach Coverley's asking for an explanation. I think it's 7-2. The scorekeeper hasn't put the clock for the last goal up. Face off to left of McCoggan. Beacons gets it, shoots it down. Picked up by King. King to the middle. Skates it in. Takes a shot, saved by McCoggan. Back to the line. Shot by Foodie, blocked. Chopped out by Meekins. And back into the bench. Whistle goes. 43 seconds left in the first penalty to Hughes. Or is it Lalonde? It's actually Lalonde. And then 1:27 left to Smith. Quesnel wins the draw. Rogina over to Powell. Powell for Lowndes. Far side. To Murray. To Lowndes, shot just wide. Murray's there. Into the corner to Lowndes. Lowndes again, shoots wide. Dumont goes up front for Murray. Powell to Murray. Over to Rogina. Shot. Save. First penalty's over to Lalonde. So that gives us 43 seconds left in the penalty to Smith. Rockets win the draw. Puck clear to the line. Kept in. Murray. Over to Regina. Riddell intercepts. Riddell cuts in, takes a shot, blocker down by Needham. And he'll cover up. 27 seconds left to go in the penalty to Smith. Riddell. Loses the draw. King. Over to Cusick. Puck gets deflected back into the Quesnel zone for Johnson. Johnson. As again, Riddell's there. Chops at it. Over to King. King misplays it. Well, actually got poked off his stick, but he recovered. Penalty's over to Smith, so we're back to 5-on-5. Hoodless around for McAllister. Hoodless up to Riddell. Riddell gets it in deep. Day goes after it. Picked up by King. King reverses. Johnson. Stop. Gilks gets it. Douglas tries to dump it in. Day is there. Gilks just gets rid of the puck. Goes right to Terrian. Terrian back to Coverley. Coverley takes a shot. It's blocked. Grabowski. Puck cleared to the line. Rogina kicks it in. Coverley's there. Gets it to Terrian. Terrian chips it. Down into the zone. That's Cusick. Fogarty to Simister. Simister. To Nugent. Back to Simister. Simister drives the net. Saved by Needham. Rogina plays the puck. She gets hit. Simister. Puck goes around. Into the corner. Rogina. Bumped by Simister. Nugent looks for Mooring. Gilks just gets rid of it. Lalonde. He gets hooked. Quesnel gets a penalty. So just like that, Rockets are going back to the penalty or the power play, the BC Sportswear power play. Need some corporate wear, team wear, hats, hoodies, toques, stickers too. Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Let's see if the Rockets can finish off on a positive note and get a powerful goal here. Mooring, back to Lalonde. Lalonde to Mooring. Mooring back to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot, saved by Needham. Konings, he gets bumped, gets the puck down low. King clears it right out to Nugent. Nugent leaves it for Konings. Konings to Lalonde. Milan, shot deflected by Nugent, right to Mooring. Shot scores! Charlie Mooring. 7-3. That's the power play goal we needed. But it's not going to make a difference in this one. Rockets are losing 7-3. Game is over, but it's not. We'll play for another minute, 26 seconds. Douglas tips it in. Cusick over to Regina. Regina looks cross ice. Puck comes out. Konings over to Lalonde. Lalonde stops. Looks for Hoodless. Just missed Hoodless and icing. So puck's going back into the Kelowna zone. Smith picks up the puck. Girls to the boards. Gets it up to Hughes. Hughes tried to dance. Didn't work. Fogarty. Gets around his player. Gets it up to Koning. Or to Hughes. Hughes to Fogarty. Fogarty across the line. Fogarty to the middle. Picked up by Powell. Puck is cleared out. And down. And icing. So 32 seconds left in this one. Face-off will be to the right of Needham. McAllister. Puck cleared and down the ice, so we'll have another face-off back in the Quesnel zone. 22 seconds left. Would have been nice if the linesman would have waved it off. Because it is getting a little cold, even though the heat is on now. I want to thank the rink guy. Thought he was going to tell me he didn't like my Wi-Fi stealing. McAllister hits the outside of the net, throws it back out front. Day couldn't play it. Puck is deflected down by Devine. 10 seconds left. Fogarty dumps his player into the boards. Buzzer goes, and that's the end of this one. We will stick around for player of the game presentations. So Rockets back in at 8:15 tomorrow morning. We'll be playing at the MacArthur Island Ice Center. Not sure who our opponent is yet, but we'll get that sorted out a little bit later on, and we will have the game on YouTube one more time. And then there's finals tomorrow. There's a bronze medal game and a gold medal game. We plan on being in the gold medal game, but we do have to earn that. Just because we want to be there doesn't mean we're going to be there. right, hardest working player, Weston Eakins. Very aim, Braden Douglas. Our hustle goes to Taylor Regina. She had a great game. Nice goal. And player of the game goes to Hunter Busick. All right, folks, that concludes the game.